Hello, I'm the country counselor, also known as Lefty Winger. And you know, there are some hilarious statements in the Bible that we just overlook. And I want to share one of those with you. You know, the Bible makes these little statements and we just kind of read through them, you know, and just go on. And one I want us to look at is in Acts chapter 16. And what it's about, it's the Apostle Paul and Timothy are planning their trip to visit some churches that has been recently started. And so Timothy's all excited and about it. And the verse I want us to look at in Acts 16 is verse 3. And it said he is talking about Paul and took him, meaning Timothy. It says, and Paul took him and circumcised him. Now, and then it says because of the Jews that were in this place or something like that. And so the part, I want us to look at 6 words, and he took him and circumcised him. Now the Bible doesn't tell us what this looks like exactly. You know, and let's look at the word took. Now we don't know that if maybe the Apostle Paul had lined up the 12 disciples to hold Timothy down. You know, we just don't know what that looks like. And but I think we can kind of use our sanctified imagination and kind of thinking, you know, how might this thing go? And, you know, I think first it would have been a surprise to Timothy. You know, if maybe Paul had put out an ad, you know, help wanted, and I don't think that he put out help wanted must be circumcised. You know, I've seen a lot of help wanted ads, and I ain't never seen one that you got to be circumcised. I mean, to me, that would be a big, big red flag. So, you know, they're having this conversation, and so Paul brings up, oh, Timothy, by the way, before we go, you know, we need to circumcise you. And I think the first thing that you're going to see from Timothy is like, what? And Paul says, yeah, we need to circumcise you, you know, before we go. And Timothy says, why? We're not under law, we're under grace. I didn't say that, you did. Timothy's going to use Paul's own words against him here, okay? And Timothy comes back like, well, who's going to know? It's not like I'm going to go down there flashing people. I don't suspect we're going to have a show and tell day. If you'll show me yours, I'll show you mine. We're going to be in church. Then Tim kind of begins to soften up a little bit, and he says something like, well, are we going to go to the hospital and do it? Paul says, no, I can do it. Then we get the look again. Then he says, well, have you ever done it before? Paul says, no, but we'll figure it out. The look again. Can you not picture that? Then Timothy says, but you can't see very good. And you shake. Now you got to keep in mind, Timothy's a young fella, you know, and he's had thoughts of, you know, he's going to settle down and raise a family one day, and that ain't looking very good right now. And then I can just picture Timothy saying something like, why don't we go visit some Gentiles? Or, when do you think you might be going on your next trip? Maybe I can make that one. So anyway, slow down when you're reading your Bible. Look at these little gems in there. Stop and think through, meditate on them. And I think for me, you know, you'll never look at this verse the same again, will you? Okay. And if we'll do that, it'll help us to remember God's Word. And boy, there's so many gems in there. So study it, meditate on it. Until next time, God bless.